Salt, an ancient symbol of purification and protection. For thousands of years, salt has been considered more than just an everyday product, but a sacred substance that can influence our lives on both a physical and spiritual level. In ancient cultures, salt was an integral part of rituals designed to cleanse space, body and mind, as well as to protect against negative energy. Many spiritual teachings and religions respect salt, seeing it as a powerful symbol of purity, preservation and balance. In this video, we will talk about an ancient symbol of purification and protection, salt. For thousands of years, salt has been considered more than just a food product, but a powerful spiritual element that was used in rituals to cleanse space and protect against negative energies. We will tell you how salt helps to restore harmony, cleanse the mind and body, and protect against external negative influences. You will learn how to use salt in rituals to cleanse space and protect yourself and your surroundings, as well as how salt was used in Buddhist traditions. We will discuss the symbolic meaning of salt and show practical steps to help you use it in your daily life for internal and external purification. This is a powerful practice, an invitation to awareness and harmony through simple but powerful rituals using salt. Imagine just a pinch of salt can bring harmony, healing and well-being into your home. This simple but effective ritual can help you get rid of negative vibrations, cleanse the space and create a protective energetic shield around your home. In ancient times, when the world was still young and people were just beginning to understand the essence of nature, a sage known for his deep wisdom and harmony with the world set out in search of truth. His name was Bodhisattva, and he was a seeker of the meaning of life, striving for enlightenment. One day, he reached a high mountain where lived an ancient spirit of nature, the keeper of the primary elements, of which salt was the most sacred. This spirit told Bodhisattva the story of how salt was born from the tears of an ancient goddess who cried over the suffering of all living beings. The tears that fell to the ground crystallized, turning into salt crystals, a symbol of purification from suffering and liberation from attachments. In Buddhism, salt has since become a symbol of purification. Just as tears free the soul from pain, so salt cleanses the space of accumulated negative energy. It absorbs all the bad, leaving a clean field for new life, just as the enlightened mind is cleansed of illusions and worldly passions. In the Buddhist tradition, salt is used for protection and purification. In many rituals, especially in countries with a strong Buddhist culture, salt is scattered on the ground or used as part of altars to drive out evil spirits. In Japanese culture, this is especially true before a sumo match. Wrestlers throw salt into the ring, cleansing it of negative influences and protecting themselves from evil forces. Similarly, in meditation, salt symbolizes purity of mind and liberation from worldly vanity. Buddhists, when meditating, strive to cleanse their consciousness, just as salt cleanses the space. Salt can be found on altars where offerings are made to Buddha, along with other sacred elements. Its presence helps to create a harmonious, clean space conducive to deep immersion in meditation. In ancient times, salt was believed to protect against evil spirits and negative energy. Buddhist monks traveling the world carried bags of salt with them to protect themselves from evil spirits. Salt, in their opinion, could absorb negative emotions and cleanse the space in which they resided. Salt was also used for protection in the home. In some Eastern traditions, salt was placed on the threshold to prevent the entry of negative energies or unwanted spirits. This custom still exists in different cultures around the world today, proving the universality of the symbolism of salt as a protective amulet. Salt not only helps to purify space, but also to restore inner harmony. The Buddhist teaching of balance and liberation from suffering echoes the action of salt. It dissolves stagnant energy, eliminating tension and creating conditions for inner peace. Using salt in everyday life can be seen as a reminder of the importance of maintaining purity of mind and spirit. Just as salt purifies physical space, Buddhist practices such as meditation and mindfulness help to clear the mind of restless thoughts and unnecessary emotions, allowing one to achieve a state of inner balance. The history of salt in the Buddhist tradition is a history of purification and protection. It was born from tears of compassion and became a symbol of deliverance from suffering. Salt, which absorbs negative energies, reminds us of the importance of purification, both external and internal, to achieve harmony and enlightenment. Just as salt purifies space, so the practice of Buddhism purifies our mind, helping us to free ourselves from the suffering and illusions of the world. How salt affects energy. Scientifically, salt consists of sodium and chlorine ions that actively interact with the environment, affecting its energetic state. When salt dissolves in water, it breaks down into ions that can neutralize negative energy, creating space for positive vibrations. In addition, salt is an excellent conductor of energy and can be used to create energy barriers or cleanse a space. Just as a sponge absorbs water, salt can absorb negative energies, leaving your space clean and harmonious. To begin using the power of salt in your life, it is important to understand how to properly use it in various rituals and practices. Here we will look at several methods that will help you get the most out of this ancient substance. In the Buddhist tradition, space cleansing is not just a physical process, but a deep spiritual act aimed at freeing the mind and body from suffering and attachments. Salt, as a symbol of purity and protection, plays a key role in this process. It helps to remove stagnant energy and create harmony in both the outer and inner worlds. This cleansing ritual, inspired by Buddhist principles, will help restore balance and clarity to your home. In Buddhism, salt symbolizes purity and protection from negative energies. In ancient scriptures, salt is mentioned as an element that can purify not only the physical space but also the mind. It absorbs everything that hinders spiritual growth, just as proper meditation helps to clear the mind of distracting thoughts and illusions. Using salt in a ritual is a way to restore harmony that has been destroyed by negative emotions and energies. What you will need for the ritual. To perform this ritual, you will need only a few simple but powerful items. Transparent container, it symbolizes clarity and honesty. Transparency is necessary to observe the cleansing process. Sea salt, Himalayan salt or rock salt, these types of salt are the purest and closest to nature. They have strong cleansing properties due to their natural origin and mineral content. Pure water, water, as one of the basic elements of nature, in Buddhist practice often symbolizes the flow of life and the cleansing of karmic debts. Ritual steps. Take a transparent container, such as a glass or a bowl. It should be clean and free of impurities, as a symbol of your intention to cleanse the space and consciousness. Fill the container 1/3 with sea, Himalayan or rock salt. These types of salt have the best cleansing properties due to their natural purity. In Buddhist practice, the choice of salt is also important. It should symbolize natural strength and purification. Pour clean water to the brim of the container. Water in the Buddhist understanding symbolizes the mind, which we strive to cleanse. Just as water washes the body, so salt and water cleanse the space of accumulated energy. Look around carefully to choose the place where you feel the greatest concentration of negative energy. This can be a corner of the room, a place where conflicts often occur, or where you feel depressed. Follow your intuition, it will tell you where the cleansing is most needed. Place the container with water and salt in the chosen place. Leave it for 24 hours, allowing the salt and water to absorb and neutralize the negative energy. After 24 hours, return to the container and assess the condition of the water. In Buddhist purification practice, the result is visible not only on the physical level, but also on the subtle level. If the water remains clear, it means that the space is purified. If it becomes cloudy, this is a sign that the purification is not yet complete. Repeat the ritual until the water remains clear. This ritual can be repeated as many times as necessary to feel a change in the energy of the space. It helps to create harmony and balance, eliminating negative influences that can interfere with spiritual growth. Cleansing with salt reminds us of the importance of maintaining cleanliness not only in the house, but also in the mind. As Buddha taught, the mind must be pure and free from suffering and attachments. By practicing this ritual, you not only purify your environment, but also return to yourself inner peace and clarity, which leads to enlightenment and harmony in all areas of life. In Buddhism, purification plays an important role not only on the spiritual but also on the physical level. Purification of the body and mind is part of the path to awakening, to understanding the true nature of our existence. One way to restore balance and energy is to use natural elements such as salt. Buddhist teachings claim that the world consists of interconnected elements, and salt is one of them, with a powerful ability to cleanse the body and spirit of accumulated negative energies. A salt scrub is an ancient and simple way to relieve fatigue and negativity, which, from a Buddhist point of view, is a consequence of attachments and delusions of the mind. The practice of using a salt scrub helps not only to cleanse the body, but also to restore balance to the aura, the energy fields of a person. This practice can become a symbol of internal purification, the process of letting go of suffering and accumulated worries. Salt in Buddhist practice symbolizes purity, protection and liberation from negative influences. Just as salt cleanses the physical body, it also helps to free the mind from anxiety and fear. In Buddhist philosophy, there is the concept of klesha. These are obscurations of the mind, such as anger, attachment and illusion, which lead us to suffering. Salt, used with mindfulness, can help remove these obscurations, returning the body and mind to a state of peace and clarity. What you'll need for the cleansing ritual. There are several items you'll need to perform the ritual, each contributing to the cleansing process. Sea salt or Himalayan salt are preferred. These types of salt are connected to nature and contain many minerals, which enhances their cleansing effects. Salt symbolizes the removal of mental obscurations and the purification of the spirit. Carrier oil, coconut or olive oil acts as an energy conductor, helping the salt to gently penetrate the skin, cleansing and invigorating it. Essential oils, optional. Using essential oils such as lavender, eucalyptus, or lemongrass adds a meditative element to the ritual. Scents can be calming to the mind, deepening a sense of calm and focus. Ritual steps. Making the scrub paste. Start by mixing the sea salt with the carrier oil. The amounts of salt and oil can be varied based on preference. The main thing is to get a thick paste that can be easily massaged into the body. It is important to remember that the process of preparing the paste is already part of the ritual, where you direct your attention to creation and purification. Adding essential oils. If you feel the need to enhance the ritual, add a few drops of essential oils. Lavender will help relax the mind, releasing tension, while eucalyptus or mint can energize the body and stimulate the senses. Each aroma is associated with a certain state of mind, helping to deepen meditation and cleansing practice. Cleansing the body. Stand in the shower, imagining that this space is your sacred place for liberation from suffering. Begin massaging the body with a scrub, moving from the legs up. Use soft circular movements, as if rubbing away physical and energetic fatigue. At this point, it is important to focus on breathing and imagine how the salt draws out all the negative energy from you and cleanses your mind of worries. Meditation while rinsing. When you have finished massaging, rinse off the salt with warm water, visualizing all the negative emotions and fatigue leaving with the water. This symbolizes the release of accumulated suffering, leaving you in a state of inner peace and purity. Water in Buddhism also represents the flow of life and purification, and this moment can be an opportunity to meditate on the impermanence and changeability of all things. Regular use of a salt scrub helps not only to cleanse the body, but also to restore energy balance. In Buddhist practice, it is important to maintain purity not only of the external world, but also of the internal one. Salt scrub serves as a tool for restoring harmony, removing attachments and emotional blocks. Physical cleansing, salt removes dead skin cells, promotes its renewal and improves energy circulation in the body. Energy cleansing, the ritual helps to free the aura from accumulated negative energies and obscurations. Meditation on purity, the purification process, becomes a meditative practice that brings you back to inner peace and awareness of the here and now. This ritual can be performed once a week or whenever you feel depressed, tired or in need of restoring your energy. By practicing purification through salt, you return to the original purity of the mind and body, freeing yourself from accumulated suffering and obstacles to enlightenment. Salt is not only an element of nature, but also a symbol of spiritual purification that helps remove obscurations and restore harmony to the soul. In the Buddhist tradition, protection is not just a physical phenomenon, but also an important aspect of spiritual practice. Protection is associated with guarding the mind from obscurations such as fear, anger, and attachment. It is believed that the environment and the influence of external energies can affect our mind, causing anxiety and suffering. In Buddhism, protective rituals, including the creation of talismans, serve to maintain spiritual purity and preserve inner balance. One of these protective methods is the use of salt. Salt in Buddhist rituals plays the role of a cleansing and protective element. Since ancient times, salt has been associated with purity. Its ability to repel negative energies has been noted in different cultures. In Buddhism, it becomes a symbol of spiritual purity and a means of creating a protective field around a person. Salt is considered an important natural element that represents purification, preservation, and protection. In Buddhist symbolism, salt helps to cleanse the mind and space from accumulated negative energies. Buddhist monks use salt for purification rituals when protection from evil spirits and obscurations is required. It is believed that salt absorbs negative vibrations, neutralizes them, and creates a protective field around a person. This field helps to keep the mind in a calm state, preventing negative influences from penetrating into its depths. How to make a salt protection talisman. Making a protection talisman is a spiritual practice that requires awareness and intention. It is important not only to gather the materials, but also to tune into the process. This ritual will help you create an amulet that will become your personal protector from negative energies and will help. To create a protective talisman, you will need a small bag made of natural fabric. This can be a linen or cotton bag, since natural materials best conduct energy and enhance protective properties. Sea or Himalayan salt. These types of salt contain many minerals and symbolize natural purity, which makes them ideal for protection and cleansing. Fill the bag with salt. Take a small bag made of natural fabric and fill it with sea or Himalayan salt. It is important that the salt is clean and fresh, as it will become a conductor of your intention. While filling the bag, focus on the process, imagining how the salt is filled with light and pure energy. Set an intention. Holding the bag of salt in your hands, close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Imagine your energy connecting with the salt. Form a clear intention. This salt protects me from all negative energies, from everything that can cloud my mind or harm my spirit. Intention in Buddhism is a powerful tool that activates your practice and connects your actions to a spiritual goal. Anchor your intention with visualization. Imagine a bright, luminous field forming around you and your talisman. This light represents spiritual protection that surrounds you, reflecting all negativity. You can visualize how each grain of salt is filled with light and vibrates with purity, capable of reflecting any negative influence. Carry the talisman with you. The talisman with salt can be carried in a bag, kept in the car or placed next to the bed so that it protects you at all times. In Buddhism, protection is not only a physical process, but also a way to maintain awareness. Each time you interact with the talisman, remind yourself of the importance of inner peace and balance. The talisman will serve as a reminder of your spiritual path and your desire to purify your mind. Renew the talisman regularly. Salt gradually absorbs negative energies, and therefore the talisman needs to be renewed. It is recommended to change the salt every few months, as well as whenever you feel that its protective properties have weakened. When you replace the salt, thank the old salt for its service and throw it away from the house, symbolically releasing all the negativity it has collected. Benefits of a protective talisman. Creating and using a protective talisman from salt in Buddhist practice brings many spiritual and energetic benefits. Space cleansing. Salt actively absorbs negative vibrations, neutralizing them. It helps to maintain the energetic purity of your personal space, whether it is your home, car, or resting place. Protection from negative energies. The talisman creates an invisible barrier, protecting you from external influences that can cause anxiety, fear, or worry. Reminder of spiritual practice. The salt talisman reminds you of the importance of mindfulness and inner peace. Every time you see or touch it, it becomes a moment of meditation and return to the present moment. Support for inner balance. With the help of such a talisman, you can more easily maintain balance in difficult situations when external circumstances can cloud the mind. A protective salt talisman is not just a physical object, but a tool for spiritual practice that helps you maintain purity of mind and protection from negative influences. In Buddhist philosophy, every object, every practice has deep symbolism, and creating such a talisman can become part of your daily path to awakening and liberation from suffering. Salt, being one of the most ancient means of protection and purification, will help you strengthen your spiritual field, maintain inner peace and awareness, and protect yourself from any external negative influences. Salt can help you improve your meditation practice by creating a calm and purified space for concentration. Here are some ways to use salt to improve meditation. A Himalayan salt lamp is a great way to create a calm and peaceful atmosphere for meditation. This lamp emits a warm glow and releases negative ions into the air, which improves your mood and creates a feeling of peace. Place a salt lamp in your meditation space and turn it on whenever you want to tune into meditation or just relax. You can also create a small salt altar in your meditation space. All you need to do is place a bowl of salt on a meditation table or shelf. This altar will serve as a symbol of purity and clarity, helping you focus on your inner world. Salt, despite its simplicity, is a powerful tool for cleansing, protecting, and creating harmony in our lives. Its use goes beyond just seasoning food. It is an ancient method that helps us work with the energy of our space and body. This method does not require special knowledge or complex rituals. All you need is some salt, water, and conscious intention. This simple yet effective method can become an important part of your spiritual path, helping you cleanse your space, maintain balance in your life, and protect yourself from negative energies. May the power of salt help you on your path to harmony and well-being. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the amazing properties of salt. If you have any questions, ideas, or stories to share, leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like it. Let's continue the discussion and support each other on our journey to discovering the healing and transformative potential of salt.